obviously good week last week out there, but what can you take away from that last day where it felt like your guys finally maybe kind of got it going?
Yeah, we actually played pretty good the first 2 days and didn't make a putt. And putted a little bit better the last day, but again, ball striking wise, tee to green, it was pretty consistent for 3 days. And again, we should take a lot of confidence from it. Really, all 3 days, especially that last day when you probably had the most pressure on you, your backs are against the wall. To watch these guys come out of the gates, like they did, was pretty impressive.
Somebody else says, is that what you've seen from them all year, from fall to this or spring, in terms of that they can handle that and kind of turn it on and not let anything rattle them a little bit?
Yeah, we've seen a lot of everything, from this group, and really a lot of good. We have gotten rattled at times, but man, to do what they did at Maidstone in the fall, and just completely run away with that tournament, do what we did at Old Waverly, Mississippi State's event, or the week before SEC's was pretty incredible. But overall, this group has been fairly consistent, and even our bad days, like I guess we had the first couple of days in Tallahassee weren't that bad. Again, we were just a little bit off on the greens, and that showed.
Obviously, you talked about it last week when we talked to you. You're deep 1 through 5, but what did it mean for Michael to have the day he had on that last day?
Yeah, again, not a surprise at all. He's a great player, and we feel we have 5 great ones. As you see, I was probably just impressed with the way Cohen came out of the gates, and Tom came out of the gates in that final round, and any one of these 5 guys can lead us. We've seen it at certain points throughout this year that we can lean on any one of those guys, and it wouldn't surprise me 1 through 5 if any of them went out and won NCAA championships.
You've been close the past couple of years. Just what did it mean to finally get back there after a little bit of an absence?
Yeah, again, I was probably just as impressed and proud of the team from last year. We had some weird stuff happen, and Michael being sick, and he was the guy that was leading us throughout the year, and we still only missed by 1. They never gave up, never gave in. We were just on the good side of it, certainly this year. And listen, they're a really good team, and that's what great teams do is find a way and put themselves in position. Come this following week at La Costa.
For y'all, it's not a weird variable, but hadn't played the course. I think Michael said there was a course maybe similar that you have played, but what y'all have to go through this practice rounds?
Yeah, I think that it's a great question. Certainly our sport's a little bit unique. We're not playing on just a regular basketball court or whatever field. We play different grasses, so this will certainly be a different grass. The bent Poana greens, but we schedule with that in mind. When we went up to New York and played well and won, that was on bent Po greens, and then we went out to San Diego for this reason about a month ago, almost like a dress rehearsal. The course maybe not as similar itself, but the grass was. So these guys, and they're not going to be surprised by anything. Certainly we got to settle in and get to know this golf course quicker than some teams that maybe saw it last year. But again, I don't think that's going to be part of the outcome.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep, absolutely.
Good to
Thank
see
you.
you.